Let's cook. Today, I'm gonna be presenting why cooking it's like communication related and what can we learn from the kitchen or the cooking ingredients. So let's cook. Well, communication is like cooking, like I've already said. Have you ever tried following your recipe but you forgot to add a key ingredient or skipped step? The results may has been disappointed or worse. This has happened to me quite a while, especially in Asian household where you have to cook a lot and we barely eat fast food or food that is made outside. So while I was cooking, so many times I forgot to add salt or I forgot to add a main ingredient that would make my food taste better. So that is why communication is like a cooking. It's a process that requires right ingredients, timing, effort to create something meaningful and satisfying. While I was cooking, I can't cook that well, but I'm still learning. So I'm learning how to cook better. Takes timing and effort. Just like that, I believe to have a proper communication, it takes the right ingredients, right timings, and meaningful and satisfying approach to have great communication or to be a great communicator. So for my logos, I said ingredients for effective communication is my logos. And if we understand the clarity, I feel like that's the main ingredient. Just as good dish needs like fresh, high quality ingredients, clear community relies on well formed ideas and carefully chosen words. Without clarity, the mess is like a poorly seasoned dish which loses its impact. Now, like I was saying, clarity or the logos. Just as good, just as like a good dish needs like a fresh and high quality ingredients in order for it to taste good. Also, the clear communication, the communication we make, the ideas that we want to present to someone else also needs to be carefully chosen. The words that we pick sometimes, let's say I'm going for an interview and I get a question asked saying, why do you want to work for the job? I cannot just go ahead and say I want money. Well, that might be one of the reasons, but that's not the main ingredient or the clarity that it needs. It needs a proper, well thought answer. So this is my focus on the clarity. Empathy. Empathy, I said spices, because empathy is the seasoning that adds flavor to interact. Without it, communication feels bland or disconnected. Understanding the audience perspective makes the message resonate. So in this description, I wanna say think about like adding the wrong spice and what it does, it ruins a dish. So as an Asian household, we like to eat spicy and salty food. So sometimes my mom likes to cook salty food with a lot of spice and have a food that tastes not so salty but tastes sugary. Well, that thing ruins my whole dish, and I can't eat that at all. That is why I feel like having the right spice in your food just gives the flavor so well, and then you can enjoy that yummy meal or yummy dish. Just like that, communication, empathy is really required. Just like adding a salt in a saltless food makes it so good. Just like that, showing some empathy in someone's life when they need it is a proper way of communicating with them. Will change their life, make their life taste better. Okay. Adaptability. Adaptability. Adjusting the recipe. Okay. So for here, I could think about like cooking for myself. Okay, I wouldn't mind if I cook bad and if I still have to eat it. That I have to eat it. I spent money on it. Like I gotta eat it. But cooking for many people, if I'm having a feast, if I'm having my friends over, then I can't be expecting to make the food that I make for myself. I have to make better. Like I have to accept a better level. So I have to adapt to them. So just like that, I feel like as communicating, it doesn't matter how I communicate to myself, how I think of myself, but when there's a lot of people, or like when there's like a professional setting, or when I'm talking with my friends, or when I'm talking with my family, communication skills has to change. Especially in Asian household, you always have to show respect to your elders, and you always have to show love to your youngers. So just like that, I always have to adapt to new level of communications. And for my logos, I said balance. Money, money, money. Okay, money comes all the time. Okay, in cooking, balance is critical. Too much salt overwhelms, well, too little leaves it a blend. Communication needs a balance of listening and speaking. When it comes to balance, I put a picture of money here, but that's not what I wanted to show. I wanted to show that right amount of communication is so fruitful than talking so much nonsense. Okay, and that might be too harsh, that may be not, but in cooking, balance is critical. Just like too much salt makes it too salty, too little salt makes it too bland. Perfect amount tastes very good. Just like that, communication, when it's perfectly said, it tastes very good. And timing, I said pathos, because timing is crucial in both cooking and communication. Saying the right thing at the wrong time is like overcooked pasta. Sometimes when the if I overcook something, even though I put the spices right, even though I put everything correct, wow. But then if it's overcooked, is it gonna taste good? Never. Just like that. I feel like timing is so necessary when it comes to communication. I remember the time in high school, we were working on this one project, and the mood wasn't so right in front in people because there was like an argument going on. Someone wanted to present some, and I said I thought for myself that was a great purpose that I made to them, but it wasn't the right timing. So what happened? It was just left behind, and we went with something else. So like that, timing is so necessary. And conclusion, well, I feel like communication is an art and a science. Good communication, just like cooking, good communication, like good cooking, builds relationship, whether around a table or across cultures. Imagine sharing a meal where everyone contributes. This is the power of balanced, empathetic communication. As communicator, we can create moments that nourish understanding and connection. So let's be mindful chefs on our own conversations. Choose our word carefully, add empathy generously, and adapt to situation just like a great recipe.